ligaments are structures that hold bones to bones. And ligaments are the most fundamental structural component of your body. That is what holds you together. Your tendons and muscles are there to move you. They don't generally hold you together. They can stabilize and create smoother motions about joints, but the ligaments are really what hold you together. In the cervical spine, as with other parts of the spine, there are very consistent components that we can treat, including the supraspinous ligament. That's the one that goes, if you feel in the back center part of your spine, you can feel the bones there. Right over the top of those is a ligament called the supraspinous ligament. Just deep to that, in between those bones that you can touch, is called the interspinous ligament. That has a different array of angles of its tissue, and you can see under X-ray guidance with contrast which ligament that you're in. Just deep to that then is a ligament called the ligamentum flavum that goes on the front part of the back bones, back part of the bones of your spine, just behind your spinal cord. Very deep structure, and only with a combination of ultrasound and fluoroscopy can you safely place a needle into that structure. But it is very helpful to stabilize certain types of ligamentous weakness and instability. In addition to those, there are ligaments that go between the joints that are in the back of your neck. Those are the intercapsular ligaments, and then there are bony projections coming out from the vertebral bodies called the transverse processes, and there are ligaments in between those. Each of these structures can be used for certain curvatures, certain instabilities, and certain weaknesses to augment, rejuvenate, and regenerate appropriate posture, structure, and alignment. In addition, there's a couple of other ligaments. They're very difficult to get to safely. One of them is called the anterior longitudinal ligament. It is on the front of the vertebral bodies, underneath your structures that go to your lungs and to your stomach, your esophagus and trachea. There's a safe way to approach that ligament when there's been certain kind of injuries. When you are pushed back fast, you can abrupt some of those ligaments, and there are safe ways to approach that ligament, so long as you are expert at using ultrasound and fluoroscopy in combination. These ligaments all taken together need to be very carefully treated, very specifically for each of the levels of dysfunction that are elucidated on a digital motion X-ray. And there's no way to substitute for very specific direct injection under guidance.